Hi, my name is Pedro. I'm Alvaran Jr. and I'm doing the laboratory exercise number 2, which is procurement process in business processes and enterprise systems. So, procurement is the act of finding, acquiring, buying goods, services, or works from an external source, often via tendering or competitive bidding process. The process is used to ensure the buyer receives goods, services, or works at the best possible price. When aspects such as quality, quantity, time, and location are compared. Corporations and public bodies often define processes intended to promote fair and open competition for their business while minimizing risks such as exposure to fraud and collusion. So, objectives of this activity are understand the different stages in procurement process and know that the importance of a formal procurement process. So let's proceed to the questions. So first, enumerate and explain briefly the 10 steps of procurement cycle. So according to the module, we have 10 steps of procurement process. So first is need recognition. Here, the business must know it needs a new product. Like in our company, because I work in at Google as a accounts payable analyst, so I'm pretty familiar about procurement process. So, like in our company, when we are promoting for a new product, we must know the needs from our internal and external resources. So the next step is specific needs. A specific need. The right product is critical for the company. For example, our company, when we identify our specific needs for the development of our business, we briefly identify the needs by determining the standards before choosing the right product. So the next step after specific need is source options. The business needs to determine where to obtain the product. In this procurement process cycle, businesses will look for vendors or suppliers by using any methods such as researching through online or using the previous suppliers. So after the company will qualify the suppliers to determine the best product of the business. So the next step is price and terms. The business will investigate all relevant information to determine the best price and terms for the product. After the price and terms, the next step is purchase order, which is very important. It is used to buy materials between a buyer and seller, specifically in every procurement cycle. Like I said, this is very important because it will be the price, specifications, and term and conditions of the product or service. Then the next step is delivery. The purchase order must be delivered. Sometimes the specific delivery method is specified in the purchasing document. After the delivery, next is expediting, and it addresses the timeliness of the service or materials delivered. It may be critical to payment dates, delivery times, and work completion. After the expediting, the next step is receipt and inspection of purchases. This is the time when the recipient accepts or rejects the items once the sending company delivers the product. And the next step is invoice approval and payment. Invoice requests payment to be matched with the invoice, receiving document, and the original purchase order. Agreement of these documents provide confirmation from both the supplier and receiver. And the last step for the procurement process cycle is record maintenance. The company maintains proper record in this procurement cycle to be prepared for the audits. So those are the 10 steps of the procurement cycle. So the next question is, what are the steps in the supplier evaluation and selection process? So here, according to our module that I read, there are 5 steps of supplier evaluation and selection process. So the first is supplier identification. In this process, the company must sort out and identify all its suppliers. I am pretty familiar with this because in our process, we validate our suppliers if they meet the requirements so that they proceed to the payments of the invoice. And the next is supplier segmentation. This is very important as well because segmentation helps to find those suppliers that are capable of contributing to the business strategy. Next is relationship analysis. The company must determine the existing relationship type by using the supplier relationship analysis tool. I'm not sure about what kind of supplier relationship analysis tool here, but I'm not pretty sure if our company is using this as well. But I think this is the very important in the supplier evaluation. Next is relationship management. In this process, the top segment of suppliers need to be managed towards the ideal relationship type, which is the leverage core relationship type. And the last is evaluation. This will lead to a series of recommendations towards the business like integrating the top segment, supplies for new research and development activities, or move back to the supplier segmentation. So that is the steps of supplier evaluation and selection process. So thank you so much for watching my laboratory exercise in business processes and enterprise systems. Thank you so much. Bye bye.